Hello, world.
Okay, so we were in the middle of this problem. We were using the basically binomial theorem to find the values that are going in front here. We could have used the triangle, but we technically used our calculator to do it. So we did 8 and then the curvy brackets for 0 through 8 to give us the numbers 1, 8, 28, 56, 70, 56, 28, 8, 1. And so then I'm just working my way across. Currently, it's where I was at the time, taking x squared and then raising it to the 8th, and then I'm dropping it all the way down. So this would be x squared to the 7th, x squared to the 6th, x squared to the 5th, x squared to the 4th, x squared cubed, x squared squared, x squared, that's to the 1st, and then over here would be x squared to the 0, so that's, we just don't write that one. And then, use a different color. And then I have, notice it's a -3 because it's x squared minus 3, so -3 right here would be to the 0, so I've got -3 to the 1, -3 squared, -3 cubed, -3 to the 4th, -3 to the 5th, -3 to the 6th, -3 to the 7th, and -3 to the 8th. And so I need to simplify this. Now, technically, we are only looking for the coefficient of x to the 6th. So I really only need the one where it's going to be x to the 6th power, which that's not to be confused with the one that's being raised to the 6th. It's where the value will actually be x to the 6th. So things you need to watch out for.
You're such a smart cookie.
But I'm working out the whole thing just so that we have another example. But I had a question similar to this on the pre-calc quiz, and some people did the whole thing, and some people quite literally just found the x to the 6th term, which is fine because that's all it asked for. So I'm going to come down here, put a little squiggly there. All right, so this first term is x squared to the 8th, so that's x to the 16th. Now notice, anywhere that this -3 is raised to an odd power, the sign of that whole term is going to become negative, so this is going to be minus 24x to the 14th plus
So love that stuff.
28 times 9. Nope, not that. 28 times 9.
These numbers are going to get real big.
252 x squared. Nope, hold on. What am I looking at? Hold, please. This is what I'm looking at. 28 times 9 is 252.
Shaking my head.
Then this is x to the 12th. There we go. This is going to be minus. So 27 times 56. 1,512 x to the 10th. Plus 81 times 70. 5,670 x to the 8th. Minus 3 to the 5th times 56, 13,608 x to the 6th, drop down here,
Oh my gosh.
plus 3 to the 6th times 28, 20,412 x to the 4th, plus 3 to the 7th times 8, 17,496 x squared, and finally, wait, this term should be negative. Back it up. Minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus. Okay, yeah. And then finally, we've got 3 to the 8th, 6,561. So, if it just said to expand, this would be my answer. Okay? But it was looking for the x to the 6th term, and it specifically wants the coefficient. So it would be negative 13,608 would technically be the answer to this question.
Okay.
I think it's easier just to go ahead and at least write out this way, the way that like we set it up, and then say, okay, I know this would be the x to the 6th term, and I could have just found the value here. I didn't have to do this whole thing, but I just figured it was a good little refresher. So, questions about that? Okay. A few problems, and I'm going to tell you which method to use because, like I said yesterday, if it's anything bigger than like raised to the 6th power, I would just tell you to use the calculator. So if they're ones that are smaller than that, I'll tell you to use the triangle. Bigger than that, I'll tell you to use your calculator. So homework, we've got 5, 9. Those are just the NCR on your calculator. 21 you're going to do with the calculator.
We're on chapter
And
10,
then
10.2.
25 is we're going to use the triangle. And then 27, I'm going to let you choose. You can use either method.
5, 9.
21, 25, and 27.